The Sims team just announced 2 more kits coming out this week, and I know it feels like we literally just got the last 2. The kits seem to release so frequently, they just keep coming out with them. I just feel so conflicted about this because on one hand, it's fun to get more stuff, and the stuff usually is pretty decent, but the kits are so expensive. $5 for some clothes is really, really pricey. It's really hard to justify that cost, but I will say I am feeling a little bit more positively towards kits than usual right now, just because that last kit that came out, that greenhouse kit, I think is my favorite they've ever made. So I want to show you what they announced today because I feel like one of them has potential to also be one of my top favorites. So I guess we technically kind of already knew about these kits. I know I keep joking like, oh my god, another set of kits, can you believe it? But actually, I can believe it because one, they teased this already. Back in April, they posted this quarterly teaser where they showed off what's going to be coming in the next few months for The Sims 4. And they told us between April and June, we're going to get 4 kits and a hot update. So we got 2 kits, the Caliente update, and now these 2 kits. So it's not really a surprise. The actual content of the kits is a surprise though. So just now, The Sims posted this on Twitter. They said, explore non-conforming styles and make them your own, or relax in a plush, cozy space with The Sims 4 Grunge Revival kit and The Sims 4 Book Nook kit. I think you can probably already tell which one I'm most excited about because we all know I don't really care about cast kits, but I love build kits. And the idea of like a Book Nook library sort of inspired kit is really speaking to me. Both these kits are coming out on June 1st, so in like 2 days. This little GIF kind of shows off some of the options. We can see a Sim walking and it's like flipping through some of the new outfits. And then this one on the right is like a tray with a coffee cup and a book, and it's flipping through some pages of different living room, book room layouts. So we can see kind of some options of furniture. The reason I'm so excited about this is because it almost looks to me like there might be modular bookshelves. They posted another tweet just about the book kit with a screenshot. It says, create the perfect spot to curl up in after a long day with the Sims 4 Book Nook kit. With stackable bookshelves and plushy sofas, design your Sims Book Nook to be their favorite spot in the house. So I don't know if you can tell from here, but it looks like they've got bookshelves stacked on top of each other. So based on that and what I'm seeing here with like almost a seam in between these shelves, I think they're gonna be modular like the Dream Home Decorator stuff is. So just in case you haven't seen it, in Dream Home Decorator, there's a bunch of furniture that kind of connects and stacks together. It's actually really cool because a lot of the pieces, even things that you wouldn't expect, will connect and snap together, and then you can move them all at once. So it's cool because you can make like your own custom TV stand by making it longer. You can connect cabinets together to make them look bigger. There's also some little shelf pieces that kind of stack like this that you can use. And there are bookshelves. We did get bookshelves like this, but they're not really library type bookshelves. These are more like trying to build built-ins around a TV sort of bookshelves. It looks to me like these kit bookshelves are super modular and better for like proper book rooms. I mean, obviously you'd hope because it's like the book kit. But imagine this in like a public library. Maybe your Sim has a huge library with books all around the walls. I'm looking over here kind of above the window, and it looks like the bookshelf continues up and then continues past the window. So it's like the window is completely framed by bookshelves. The idea of that is so exciting to me. I love the thought of like a full book wall, and we just can't really do that right now. And trust me, I have tried. The current bookshelves we have just don't really work for that sort of thing. There's some other kind of cool furniture here too. This coffee table has books stacked under it. This is a new couch that looks super cozy, and it seems like a matching chair. There's a couple different stacks of books that we can use as clutter. This side table is new, and I'm not sure if this book here is like attached to the table or if it's gonna be slotted there. Basing it off of this table, I'm assuming that the books here are kind of attached to it, but I don't really mind that. I think it's kind of cool. And then kind of looking back here, I'm seeing a new little basket with some books in it. This is like a little house with a book on top and some books in between. Another basket with some books and a plant. I think that this is new too. There's like a little item that almost looks like a book with some bookends. It's kind of hard to tell what's clutter and what's attached to the bookshelf, but I think that this is new. And there's some other like base game clutter kind of dotted around. Right here, I'm seeing a new plant and a new little candle. And then this big floor lamp is also new. And it looks like this rug is new. It's like sort of a neutral colored, almost stripy textured rug. And that's pretty exciting to me too, because one, I feel like their rugs have been getting a lot better recently, but two, I always want more like kind of plain rugs. So this rug being a solid color, but it's got some texture to make a pattern, I would way prefer prefer that over like a super brightly printed rug because this is just so much more versatile. Obviously, this light on top of the books is also new, and I like the idea of being able to slot stuff on top of the book pile because you could kind of put some decorations on top of it. And then last but not least, there's also a new wall print. These are really pretty. I wonder how many more swatches there are because I like these two, but I'd love to have like maybe, you know, 5 or 6 different variants, so we'll see about that. But overall, I am really impressed by like everything in this picture. I don't know if there's a single thing here that I don't like, which I feel like is kind of a good sign. And you know what? I'm looking now. I think this wallpaper is also new. I didn't see it at first because I was so excited about the bookshelves. But overall, this picture is really, really exciting to me. Hold on, I just found this screenshot too, and this one has like way more information. So first of all, our guesses are confirmed. The bookshelves are able to like be attached to the wall and go completely around windows. This looks so cool to me. I love the idea of the bookshelves doing this. There's also another couch, so there's 2 couches and that chair we saw. I really like this with the bookshelves around the window and the chair like kind of in the middle of them. I am totally gonna do this. We can see another angle of the little coffee table too. It looks like that little tray from the GIF is actually an item in the game. So there's like a little tray with a coffee mug and a book open on it. We've got another swatch of that print. This looks like a little wall shelf, but it's books and then you can stack something on top of it. We've got another swatch of that rug too. This time it's in black. I really, really like the vibes of this kit. It seems like they really stepped up their game. I don't want to say anything too positive without actually playing it because obviously I've just seen like 2 pictures. I'll have to actually get the kit and like play with it to make a final decision. But just going off of what I'm seeing here and also with the greenhouse kit that just came out, both of these are like so perfect for how I play The Sims. And they're so cool and modular and useful for different things. I feel like we got a lot of build kits that were sort of like niche little sets. And this one, I don't really think of as being a niche set. It feels like this could work in so many different types of buildings. I mean, like library, community lots, your Sims house, and even with just the 2 pictures they showed, they were in such different styled rooms. One was like a sort of dark, wooden, cozy room. This one is sort of more modern, so it feels pretty versatile. I have got really, really high hopes for this one. I am a little bit less excited about the cast kit, mostly just because I don't really care about Create-A-Sim kits that much. I am definitely more of a builder, but they also announced that Grunge Revival kit and they posted this. They said, bring new energy and bold intention to your wardrobe with the Sims 4 Grunge Revival kit. Whether it's rocking an old band tee or a baggy hoodie from the thrift store, challenge expectations with effortless fits. And then we got this screenshot. So looking at this, the first thing that really stands out to me is this dress with the tiny little backpack. They've done a few things like that for kids and toddlers recently, like little shirts that have backpacks attached. Those have quickly become some of my favorite cast items for kids. So I love the idea of a cute thing like this for adults. I'm so curious about swatches and like how many other options there's gonna be, but I really, really, really like this. I'm seeing some cute t-shirts and oversized hoodies, which we don't really have a lot of. We really need more stuff like that. There's a couple new beanies. I think this sim has some new earrings. It's just kind of far away, so it's hard to tell. They've also got a new coat, some new jeans. They're all wearing new shoes, but I'm guessing that it's 2 new shoes. This one is new, and then these 2 are probably the same, just in different swatches. I like these jeans with the belt a lot too, and this kind of like tucked in shirt. Liberty here also seems to have a new necklace on. I think she's got a scrunchie on her wrist. That is actually really cool. You know what? I'm probably gonna use that scrunchie all the time. I can't really tell if her ring or her bracelet are new. And then back here we got Summer Holiday in a full new outfit. She's got a new necklace on and a new shirt. Travis Scott also has a new outfit on. They're so far away, it is so hard to tell, but I think that's a new tattoo. Does anyone else have a new tattoo? That's a new tattoo. We can see the scrunchie better as well, and then the necklace and stuff. Oh, you know what? That is really exciting. When I say I don't care about cast kits, it's more just because I don't really do Create-A-Sim stuff as much as I build. So I would typically prefer build items over Create-A-Sim items. That's just personal preference though, like you might have a totally opposite opinion, but I do really like when it comes with kind of unexpected things. So like new makeup options, tattoos, new accessories, cause it's nice to get more pairs of jeans, but like honestly, we got a lot of pairs of jeans already. I really want more things in those other categories that are kind of lacking, so that's why like this backpack is standing out, the tattoos are standing out, the things that are super different from what we already have. We've got this screenshot too, so we can see a better view of the new necklace. Down here we can see the Sims got the new scrunchie on. We've got another picture of the tattoo. I think that's actually a new nail polish as well. And I'm really liking these oversized t-shirts. This is gonna be so good to have. I feel like so many of the shirts shirts that we have are so tight. This one is a little bit looser and like way more comfortable probably. I always want more stuff like that. Okay, I think I'm really looking forward to these kits. I will obviously make a video on them when they come out on Thursday. I'm really curious to hear what you're thinking in the comments. I still cannot get my mind off of this book kit. The fact that you can have the bookshelves like in the corner and around the window is so cool to me. I cannot wait to build with this. I'm assuming there's gonna be a base game update today because there has to be for new packs to come out on Thursday, and they usually do it same day as the announcement of the kits. It simply has not happened yet, so I guess we'll wait and then come back when it does come out. But before that, I wanted to quickly tell you about my fundraiser I've been doing on my Twitch channel. For the entire month of May, we've been raising money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital over on my Twitch channel. We do this every year, and actually just last night, we passed $400,000 raised just this month. So in case you're not familiar, St. Jude takes in a lot of little ones that are battling some pretty awful diseases. A lot of the kids that come there are battling cancer, and because they're a research hospital, they've been doing a lot of research for a long time on different treatments and trying to find a cure for this. They also treat all of the kids at St. Jude completely for free. They will never send a bill to any of those patients' families for anything. And not even just treatment, which obviously is horrifyingly expensive, but things like travel and food when they have to come to the hospital. St. Jude covers all of that, and it's funded by donations from people like us. I don't want to get too emotional, but I've been doing this fundraiser for a few years now. My dad has cancer, and after seeing what he's gone through and what our family has gone through, it just breaks my heart thinking about these little kids having to do that. So St. Jude means a lot to me with what they're doing to help these kids, and it really means a lot that you guys would help me support this cause. We've only got 2 days left of our fundraiser, so if you want to come by, I'm gonna link my Twitch stream down below. I'm gonna be live tonight and tomorrow. We're playing Sims all day. I'll have the donation page linked down below as well. And now I guess we just wait for the update to come out. All right, it's 1 o'clock, the update is out, and shockingly, the patch notes are also already out. Sometimes the patch notes take like half an hour to get posted. It's just been 9 minutes. They were pretty fast with this one. The patch notes are important because it like walks us through what actually came in the update. The first thing, and probably the most important thing, is they're addressing the gallery being down. So I noticed that earlier today. I didn't realize they had some kind of extended maintenance plan for it, but I guess the gallery is down because they're trying to switch it to a different system. So kind of annoying the gallery is down right now, but they're talking about how they're doing this to bring additional flexibility and like different updates they can add in the future. And truly, the gallery desperately needs some updates. The gallery does not work that well a lot of the time. So hopefully whatever they're doing is gonna end up being really good. They also said, don't worry, like everything currently on the gallery is gonna be on the new gallery. It's just like they're doing maintenance right now. Interestingly, when they launch this new version, there's not gonna be trending hashtags anymore. There's not gonna be a news tab anymore, but it's temporary. They mentioned that for updates on the gallery, be sure to monitor at The Sims Direct on Twitter, and that's the account they use to post information about like updates and maintenance and stuff. So they would tell us on there when the gallery gets back up. It sounds like the gallery might be down for a bit. Like it's not gonna be a little couple hour maintenance thing. I don't really know how long it's gonna be down for. Hopefully not a long time, because that's a little bit inconvenient. But I guess if it does need to be down for a long time to make it be fixed so it can run better in the long run, it's probably worth it. So I'll keep you all posted on that as we learn more about whatever is going on with the gallery, because I don't really know. They also talked about a bunch of updates for console players. I don't play The Sims on console, so I'm probably not the best person to deliver this news to you because I don't have like any firsthand experience really. So I guess they've made some changes regarding the controls for PlayStation and Xbox Sims. Again, I haven't played The Sims on console since like literally 2017, so I wouldn't really know what's different about the control buttons. But console players, I'm gonna link this down below so that you can read all of the updates. And then it gets into bug fixes. I'm gonna read out loud the ones that stand out the most to me, but obviously I'm still gonna have this whole page linked down below if you want to go through and read everything. This is interesting. There's a few benches in the game that looked like benches, but the game classed as love seats. So if you were like filtering by benches or trying to place benches in like the park, it wouldn't count. So they changed that. I'm not sure which ones exactly those are. Yeah, I still have no idea which ones are different. I don't know what they tagged differently. I have no clue. The one that I thought they were gonna do, I've never understood why this doesn't count as outdoor furniture, and it still doesn't. So, okay. I don't get it. Oh my God, this is a disaster. Building a relationship between photographer and model takes time. At least it should. It was noted that relationship and reputation increased too rapidly while taking photos of or with another sim. No. No, 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 no. They talked about this when they were like announcing the list of bugs they were gonna try and fix, but I was hoping it wasn't true. Wait, did they nerf the photos? You used to be able to take pictures exchanges with a sim and then like dramatically increase their friendship. It would go like from halfway to like all the way. And they changed it. No, you have to test this. I might quit playing The Sims. I'm serious. I might quit this game. What am I gonna do? Oh my god. Oh, it's ruined. Previously, that would have gotten the relationship up like at least 3/4 of the way. And I'm playing in a tiny home. It's a tiny home, so that was double relationship gain too. Oh no. Oh no. Put it back. It wasn't a bug. It was a feature. Okay, well at least toddlers can use the babble interaction again. There was this weird bug where it seemed like they ruined the slide and the stuffed animal for toddler skill gain. So you used to be able to just babble over and over and over again to the stuffed bear. And then it changed where you had to like wait a while in between babbling. Now it's back, so toddlers can just keep talking to the bear again. I'm also seeing there are now additional body scar options for male Sims. I'm not sure. I think it's this one. Did we previously not have that for masculine frames? Because we've had the top surgery scars. I think that they must have not added this one for both frames and they did it now. So that's cool. There's a ton of console changes, specifically stuff to do with like the controls and everything. It's always funny reading these because there's always so many bugs that I did not know existed. Like adding a seasons expansion pack to an existing saved game will no longer put you in a season select nightmare when trying to purchase and open a business. So like I never encountered that happening to me, but I guess if you got seasons and you tried to open a business in an old save, it just like wouldn't let you. And they described it as a season select nightmare. So it must have been bad. That's fixed. Oh, here's interesting. If you've got a workaholic with the Snowy Escape lifestyle stuff, they won't burn out as fast as other Sims. So that's kind of a cute little addition. Oh, this necklace now has an array of color options? They mentioned that about an island living necklace too. I don't know what necklace is the one that didn't have color options because this one, I don't see it. They said something about an island living one having color options too. YM accessory necklace EPO7 beads tier white can be customized with a selection of color options. So it must be this. Maybe it didn't have colors before? I don't know. I wish they would put pictures. Like, how are you supposed to know what necklace EP12 chain solid black? Necklace EP12 chain solid black should be this, but I don't see any color options. So who knows? Oh, they made a couple things from Growing Together be functional off the grid. They made paranoid and squeamish self-discovery moments less frequent after declining them. I've noticed those two pop up a lot, so that's kind of nice. And they also decrease the frequency of self-discovery when your sim gets promoted, because that ambitious one was popping up all the time too. I swear I only ever saw like ambitious, squeamish, and cheerful as my self-discovery pop-ups, so I'm glad to see those getting tuned a little bit. And they made improvements to washing machines and dryers to make them more reliable. I hope that actually works well, because I literally don't use laundry anymore because it was so bugged. So I'm crossing my fingers that that is totally fixed now. So that's pretty interesting. And there were a few other things that I didn't read out loud, so I'm gonna link these patch notes down below. Bug fixes were kind of small today, but the gallery maintenance is kind of a huge deal. So we'll see how that goes. And then obviously I'll make a video on Thursday when the kits come out so we can test those out. And obviously I'll make a video on Thursday when the kits come out so we can kind of experiment with those. And I just gotta laugh about this for a second. I have literally not had a day off in over a month. I've put so much time and effort into my charity event this month. June 1st was gonna be my first day off in so long, and now there's kits coming out, which I'm excited about. It's fun. It's just really funny how like the one day I was gonna like not record, not stream, have a sit down and do nothing kind of day, and there's a kit release. Of course there's a kit release. It's just laughable how this keeps happening. Even like a couple weeks ago, the only day I left my house in the entire month of May, my sister's high school graduation, that is the day the SDX drop came out. So I went to my sister's graduation, came home, made a video, and still streamed. The one day. It was the one day in the whole month of May that I was busy. The one day. Anyway, it's funny. It's funny. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in Sims news and videos like this, I always make them when there's update information. So feel free to subscribe and make sure you come by our Twitch streams tonight. I am really excited about our last couple days of the fundraiser. And with that, I'm gonna see you all tomorrow. Okay? Bye, everybody. Let me know in the comments if either of these kits are exciting to you, because I feel like the reaction on Twitter has been pretty positive. It seems like people are into it.